the inside story, and keeping this specialist group alive becomes very important, in the institution. Right.
And connecting to your
You see,
forefathers.
so the problem in modern Ghana is breaking the barriers, that insulated the sharing, the sharing of ideas,
Sorry.
of movement and so forth.
Okay.
So if a family knows something, they are the people who know it, and every time they are the people who do it. But there was a time when we beginning to go beyond that. In fact, in the Nkrumah period, we were trying to extend the meanings of these things by doing things that were outside from a different sphere and so forth. Yeah. And it is still a continuing thing. We have become used to certain things from different cultures because we have been performing them consistently. But there are still things that only those tribes know. Yeah, because the whole thing is bound up with language and so forth.
So I think not to tire, I can hear your
Yeah,
voice.
that's it too.
May I ask you, how old are you?
I'm 96.
96 years old. It's amazing. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
I'm 96. Yeah.
So music has
I'm
been.
still in the waiting room, not in the party lounge.
Okay. You're getting ready. That's good. It's good that you're still waiting small.
Yeah.
When we talk about music, I guess this has been a very big part of your life.
Yeah, yeah.
How can music contribute to world and world peace, do you think? Is it a facilitator to bringing people together, or I don't know what?
Well,
What are your
it
thoughts
does
about this?
because if music has certain common things that you find in groups of cultures, so that provides first the basis for experiencing. I mean, that's something you can hook onto, even though the other things will be strange. But as you continue to be exposed to it, you also widen your experience and so forth. And the Nkrumah period, we were deliberately mixing these cultures because we were thinking of how to create a nation out of ethnic groups. So knowing the things of your ethnic group as well as those of others became very important. And when we formed the Ghana Dance Ensemble, we have an ensemble of performers from different tribes. So different musical forms, but led by these groups. And it is that idea of sharing experience as part of the national thing, was very important in the Nkrumah period. It still is. Now it is voluntary, not emphasized so much because it is common habit to do it. But those of us in the creative field are faced with the challenge of not learning only to compose music in our tradition, but also be interested in the forms of other societies in Ghana. So a versatile musician is the one who doesn't think only in terms of his ethnic group, but in terms of the things that we share. That is growing, and with education, that is growing. All the books we are producing bring the intercultural thing. So in Ghana, it's quite different from Gold Coast now. See,
Yes.
in that respect.
How has the impact of the traditional music influenced the church?
Well, the church has been slow, but now I think, well, we say in the past they were, because they had missionaries who brought their own culture and thought that that was what we should learn. You know, but they also have relaxed and they are encouraging the other one. So the church has now become an important place for the national thing, you know, making sure that your belonging to a tribe doesn't isolate you from the rest of Ghana and so forth.
Do you see?
And it is very important in education. It is very important for the musician in Ghana today. If you are a musician and you can only talk in your own language, I mean compose music in your own language, and you do not know the other musical types, you are not a strong musician.
Okay.
Yeah, we force ourselves to do it because fortunately the discipline of ethnomusicology and so forth are bringing together all the little joints into a composite form.
And what about the popular music? Do you see an impact of the traditional music in the popular music too?
Many popular musicians adopt traditional things, you know. I mean, the traditional thing is something that is common to people, not so difficult. So you even learn the verbiage of traditional thing in order to use it in the contemporary area.
Composers like Labi, Ephraim Amou.
Yeah, they were all tradition based, but they also wanted to go beyond tradition because they've had experience of other cultures. And so how to use the things you've learned from other cultures in your own culture sensibly so that it fits and so forth becomes the program of today. We are interested also in borrowing. We have borrowed, but we always want to make sure that the African roots are not destroyed.
That's good. Has there been an impact from Western art music onto the art music of Ghana?
Yes, well, Western music also has also responded in a sense. Now we're trying to use materials from other cultures. I see, so that trend has gone that way too. But in our colonial period, it was too much related to the colonialism. They were doing the things of your colonial master, shifting from that to your own culture. And your own culture having a place has to undergo some political change. You see, so now we do some things from our own culture as well. But we have not completely eliminated things from our side, because all countries survive ideas from elsewhere.
Yeah.
And we cannot just isolate ourselves from the rest of the world. Yeah. And I can say that my own experience traveling to many parts of the world, almost everywhere, has been forced by the idea of other people wanting to know what we do in Ghana. So I have the memory of traveling to Japan, but via one route to there, and then returning via another route to Ghana, from Ghana to the US. And so they were prepared to pay this kind of thing, just to ensure that the linkage of experience, is available. So there were Japanese who were interested in African music, but they made it possible for me to travel from Pittsburgh, the Western route, and then on my return, I'd go by a route to Accra, spend a few days, and go back to Pittsburgh. So it was a luxury thing. But the idea that we can learn from one another, and that Development means not just developing what is nearby, but also other things that you can
Yes.
use to enrich your own culture. Yeah.
How do you see the slogan of unity in diversity?
Well, it is a way of accepting the fact that you can't have just one thing in society. The creative thing also lacks diversity. So if you have diversity in the culture, you don't kill it. You find a way of making it a part of the thinking or program of other people. So that is why we set up the dance ensemble and so forth. In fact, we find that people from other cultures will do the dances better than even the indigenous people and so on. So it is central to nation building that we share, that in our training schools and so forth, we provide this vision of one Ghana with different things that we can learn and so on.
A last question, and then I will let you in peace by God's grace. I know it's a big question, but I want to ask you anyway. What is music to you?
To me?
To me, to you, yeah. What is music?
Well, I mean, I started being involved in music from childhood, and I haven't left it. And even the idea of learning the music of other societies, I know that in my childhood, when we had strangers in our group, we were very interested in what they were singing and so forth. So the idea that you can build a country with the diversity, shared diversity, it was very important for even the idea of each country, because we had so many ethnic groups with different cultures and so forth. And the process is going on, although perhaps not as vehemently as it was at a certain point when we became conscious of this thing. But it is important. But it also means that when you talk about African unity and so forth, you must deal with the same problem. So you become interested not only in learning, in using the Ghanaian materials that you have acquired, but also something from elsewhere, from other parts of Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
And that, I think, is the success behind my book on the music of Africa and other things. Extending our vision from the narrow, colonial thing to a wider context. So this is still a kind of ideal for us. It takes a long time to accomplish it, but the process of doing it in itself is satisfying. Yeah. So in our cultural policy in Ghana, I mean, all cultures have a right to be represented by creative artists who do it well, so other people can appreciate.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, Medasi, for taking your time with me. So I will close it up now.
Thank you.